Hello. Friday night pain stream. Okay, so we have a long diatribe. I'm going to read through it. I don't know what it is, so maybe at some points I'll stop and skip over parts if it gets too weird or personal or something. So let's go. The purpose of life is to know happiness. The pursuit of happiness inspired the founding of the greatest country that ever existed, the United States. The pursuit of happiness causes people to strive, reach, soar, dream, and succeed. While all of these things sound lofty and worthwhile, they don't necessarily lead to happiness. They may end in fame, power, and riches, but this is not happiness. Many pursue these things because they believe they will deliver the happiness they seek, only to attain them and realize that they have worked all of their life and sacrificed many things for an anti-climax, or a temporary thrill, or an addiction to the pursuit. There remains an emptiness, a hole, a void. Ideally, that is where happiness would be found, completing the heart and the self. Therefore, while the superficial goal is happiness, the true goal is figuring out what it is and how to attain it. Like a mouse in a maze, the objective is cheese, but the true benefit is learning, knowledge, progress, and growth. So it's not the destination, it's the journey. Everyone has their own path through the maze, and I am still on mine. But I think I have found my way around some corners and out of some dead ends. What I have learned is that God wants us to be happy and to share that happiness with others. Difficulties and struggles that we encounter are creations of ourselves when we fight against what is in our best interests. Difficulties and struggles that we encounter are creations of ourselves when we fight against what is in our best interests. For example, a person might think that having the job of his dreams would make him and his family happy, but after working tireless hours, when he could have given his family love and attention, and stealing the work of colleagues and lying to his bosses, he finally attains his coveted position only to find that his children don't know him, his wife doesn't like him, and he has no friends because no one trusts him. The work and effort of his entire life, could be a her, could be a she too. The work of and effort of his entire life that was intended to result in happiness is exposed all too late to be anything but that. It may even be quite the opposite. So many believe that God's laws for us are rules we may be punished for breaking, but the wise can see and know that they are truly warnings made out of love, because He knows best what will hurt us and what will make us happy. As a mother warns her child not to put his hand on the fire because she has seen what fire can do to his little body, so God warns us not to lie or to steal or to kill. He knows that these things will only end in pain for others and for ourselves. He knows that we cannot hurt others without hurting ourselves at the same time. So this is part of the puzzle I have figured out so far, and I probably am 0.001% of the way to the ultimate reward. But I think that now I have a roadmap, and if I choose to follow it, I will reach my destination. I know there will be obstacles in my way and temptations that will lead me down the wrong path at times, but I will clench my plan tightly, learn from each step, right or wrong, and continue on my way. So this is what I have to offer you as your head start in this maze. You don't have to take it. Leave it here. It will be right here for you on your way back, heading to another direction. You may pass it hundreds of times as you test direction after direction, trying ones that look fun or cool or enticing. You'll try many that are crowded because you may decide to follow the pack or feel safer in a group. When you're ready, or lost enough, or tired enough, or frustrated enough, or fed up enough, pick it up and see what happens. You won't be disappointed. I haven't been. My only hope is that you don't wait too long, and that maybe I can add a little more by the time you need it. So I think that was a little kind of intro, possibly, to my nieces about when I thought that I might write a book for them. And that's similar to, oddly enough, 10 years later, what I wrote to them about that poem, about sharing a map with them so they don't fall down holes in the street. Funny how that is. And I had mentioned the other day that, so that didn't take too long, almost 6 minutes. At this point in the books, and it's only the first book, I had, this is apparently at the point where I started to go through the marital difficulties. So basically, a little background, the job loss that I had, I think I shared with you. I left a very secure, stable job at a very large oil company to take a job at a startup. And I quit. Yeah, I'm sure I told you. I quit on a Friday. Lehman went under on Sunday, and I was called on a Tuesday to say, oh, no job for you. So, you know, no unemployment, paying for a wedding. And, you know, my husband had thought that and he verbalized this to me, that he would never face any financial difficulties if he were with me. Now, keep in mind, we weren't in a financial difficulty. I just lost my job, and was confident that even though it was a terrible recession, I would find another one soon enough, and I did within 3 months, which is pretty impressive given what our country was going through, or at least starting to go through. That we did get married, and 2 years, we had a honeymoon, a 2-week honeymoon in Hawaii, which was fabulous. The wedding was fabulous. It was the wedding of my dreams. We had it in the place that, and it was just coincidentally at the place that I had always wanted to get married when I was in high school. That's the place that we picked together. We had a beautiful fairy tale wedding. It was amazing. Everyone said that they enjoyed it, which of course everyone's going to say, but I really think that was true. And it was just wonderful. We had a 2-week honeymoon in Hawaii, which was also wonderful, amazing, things I'll never forget. And about 2 weeks after we got home, I was informed that, quote, I didn't want to get married. But I didn't have the balls to stop the wedding. Keep in mind that I had, I had shared with you that my mother asked me to please not get married, and to at least this person, and that I had also given him an out, and because I had sensed some things. He was definitely getting cold feet, and he was talking about not wanting kids, but he said, no, but I still want to get married. And I said, well, just so you know, if you want to stop this, I'm okay if we stop this, and then you can blame it on me. Like, this, nothing has to reflect on you, to make sure that he really wanted to do this. He went through with it anyway. So 2 weeks after we got back from the honeymoon, he informs me of this. So I immediately kick him out, and the next day go to a lawyer. And I don't know. For some reason, he didn't think I would do that. But I don't want to be with someone that doesn't want to be with me. And I also don't want to be with someone who lies to me so blatantly. I didn't know this person. And if that person can keep up that facade for so long, to the point where I actually do marry him, that's terrifying to me. There's no way I could trust him So there's no point in keeping the marriage going. So we wound up getting an annulment, and it was a terrible, terrible time. His lawyer put me through hell. For what? We had nothing. We had no joint assets. Didn't make any sense. But I was obviously devastated, and that's what happened. So at this point in the books, it seems like this is what I'm going through. So this is the second crisis. There's more. There's more. But that will be enough for this evening. Alarms are going off. Peace out.